What's up? Your boy Sino is here to bring the light and shine right before your very eyes. Power, Book 2, Season 2. Now, going into this season, Kane is going to be the ruthless villain, as he still wants to try to get back into the family. What's good, Terminate J? I've been smacking everybody up in Madden. The people who used to can beat me can't beat me no more. Well, no mercy. Now, when you start looking at the picture in its totality and looking at the bigger concept of what's going on, we exploited all the problems that they had with season 1. In season 2, you're going to see more of the love triangle with Tyreek trying to balance all the relationships. Now, from what I've heard from the season 2, we're not going to see the girl that basically he slept with, the only girl he slept with on the show. He said, "What's up? You know I'm here." If he was cool. No, it's going to be more of a fight for Tariq. Once the girl learns that Tasha was acquitted for the murder and everything, she feels real guilty what she did to Tariq and everything. So she feels like Tariq has a reason to be upset with her. So she's going to be trying to win Tariq back. The daughter wants a relationship with Tariq no matter what Monet says. So she's pushing more into the relationship factor with Tariq, even though they're in business together and Monet forbids it. Tariq sleeps with her in this next season and says this is a mistake. We can't move forward. But she's going to give Tariq her virginity, which is going to mean a lot more to her than it is Tariq. And this is going to affect the business because now they're going to have new nemesis show up as Lorenzo Lamas or whatever is starting to going to piece this thing together. And he's going to look at the book that's going to be published now and its final writings. And he's going to have all this information leading towards Tariq. So we're going to start seeing that the detective, that case isn't over. What everybody's thinking and what happened. And all of this is going to go back to Drew. And Drew's getting ready to move on to go to the league, the NBA. And something's going to happen there where all of this is being attached to him and the scouts. And we're going to have to wait and see what that's going to do. But we got a lot of celebrity guests that's supposed to be on here. I'm hearing Andre 3000 might make an appearance in this season coming up. Yep, Andre 3000. They tried to get J. Cole to make an appearance last season, but that didn't work out. So I'm hearing Andre 3000 and then a couple of other people might make an appearance this season. It's been harder to obtained, but they feel like this time they'll loosen the strings a little bit so that they can get more people involved actively. Now that the COVID laws will allow people to travel, they can get the actors that they want to get to play this role. Oh, what's going to be a key nemesis for them? It's going to be a lot of key elements that's going to show up. Two-Bit, how he's going to fit in the situation. Yep. Well, there's a major flaw that they're going to have to deal with, and that's with the cop that's missing. People forget he made a huge mistake because now that she took out the connect, they're going to need a new connect. So this is going to bring in a new character that's going to be their new connection. But the death of the cop, they're going to try to pin that on Monet because people are going to try to say, okay, Monet's out here and now she has no more protection from the police without him. So what she did, she didn't know that the cop is gone. All the evidence of the cop being gone is supposedly done. And Tariq was told that this had happened. So now, when they tell them that the cop is gone and then Drew get hit and she got to do all this and they push Kane away completely and he can't come back to the family and all of this, he's just going to supposedly become more of a savage on the streets. But it leads a lot of problems for the Tejada family. No, the problem is he took the officer's badge. And that's the only evidence that they have so far of the cops' whereabouts. So this evidence of this badge will reappear. Plus, there's a certain female that is coming into the scene. And boy, when she shows up, it's going to be something. Somebody's ex-wife or ex-baby mama is finna show up, and it's gonna cause a lot of problems. Well, let me go ahead and spoil this for you. Method Man's wife will be in season 2. Method Man's wife, the character on the show, she's gonna be in season 2. No, they brought her up only in conversation because of the lawyer, right? But we never kind of knew who she was. They're trying to get a special actress to play this role, but it's going to be very influential to the show, supposedly. What all they thought was big moves did not turn out to be big moves. And you're going to find out why Method Man became the lawyer he did and why he never left the wife. Let me turn on the jet engine heat. Oh, there goes that jet. 747 takeoff lights. Drew will continuously be the same dude chasing around the same guy for the whole season. Is now that what's his name is going to get ready. Zeke's going to leave the team. Something's going to hinder him from going to the league. We don't want to get into that, but it is. But Drew's going to be the same, whining, complaining, running behind this dude. You're scared. The thing is that what they feel is they just had to get through the first season. The first season had all the characters from the first Power. They want to get rid of as many of those characters as possible so that they can go and start anew. So we won't be seeing too much of no Tasha. She's gone from the series now, unless they're going to put her into Tommy's series. Will she be down there with the Tommy series? But so far, no. So this was like Tasha's goodbye, her character. Because she really didn't have a place even in this. But they just had to tie it all up. Tasha had nothing to do the entire series or nothing. So it was like they just had to get Tasha out of there, so it was done. Her character had run its arc, and to move forward, you got to get out there. I think I need to kill somebody. She my professor. She don't know nothing about nothing. Man, he's hilarious. Whenever he shows up on screen, I just start cracking up. I'll be like, please get him back in there and interrogate him some more. Man, this thing could blackfire on me. It could hurt my career. I think I need to tell somebody. I'm the victim. Boy, you don't need to do nothing but what I tell you to do now. You're going to stay here and stay upstairs. Oh, yeah. That's the thing. I don't know. I thought he was going to be in Power season 2, book 2, but I don't know. They might move him to 3. They were talking about Andre 3000. Joey Badass is another one. Yeah, they were trying to get a lot of people to be in these shows. It's basically a prequel. No, it is a prequel. Book 3 Canaan is what I've been waiting on. That's that 80s, 90s come up, baby. You get to see this is like Get Rich or Die Trying. The remix. Yeah, see, this is why people don't mention TV shows, and you see how long it takes to make a television series. 50 been talking about BMF for about 6 years. You see what I'm saying? It takes a long time to get these stuffs done, get this stuff done, especially now. And this is why people normally don't mention shows while they don't working behind the scenes to try to get it done. But what 50 was trying to show to them is that people want the show. Let's do it. But they didn't want to put the money together for it. They didn't believe it would work. So 50 had to continuously beat them in the head and show the people that hey, they want it. So he went as far as to he was gonna leave Stars and go to Fox. He's like, I take it to another network if y'all don't want it. 50 did 2 shows. He did 2 treatment shows for Fox. He had a show called Me and 50, where him and this other guy, white guy, was a roommate. Fox didn't pick the show up, but he was paid for the treatments. And they said, man, this dude is serious. Then he put a show out on Crackle. So 50 was out here making moves, and Stars is like, this guy is serious, and we gonna lose him. We don't want to lose all that material. This guy got a lot of information, and he got a lot of ideas, and let's go with this. I think Power Book 3 will be the best out of the entire series because now you're starting fresh. Now you got all these stories that's going to tie into the Power series. All this is a prequel. All this you get to learn about Breeze that you kept hearing about Breeze. You never seen Breeze. You don't know about all this, man. It's going to be a Southside Jamaica Queens story. Yeah, the Oath. For Life is on ABC because that's an ABC type of show. ABC pay big money. So you want to they took the show. They took that show because that show is golden. That is a huge New York story. It was true. It's a crime, gritty drama about, crime stories. ABC loves those police crime dramas. Those are a hit. And plus, this is one involving blacks. You don't see that. It's normally a bunch of white dudes running around. But this is a black guy who was falsely incarcerated, got his law degree while he was locked up for 9 years of his life, facing a life sentence. Most people don't get off or get acquitted. Hospital dramas and crime shows. That's all network television is now. You need a hospital show and you need a crime drama. And that's it. The Goldbergs is fine. They did a lot of throwbacks to some classic eras of movies and things like that. But like I'm saying, for every Goldbergs, there's you know, a good times. You know what I'm saying? We need some black shows too. And black don't mean just ratchet. And Love and Hip Hop ain't a show. That's some type of satire pygmy thing that doesn't represent us or hip hop. No, Method Man wife is supposed to be very key in this situation in season 3. So we're gonna definitely see how that plays out. Yeah, Stranger Things season 4 is coming out. They had a delay because of COVID, but the show is already recorded and done. But this might be the last season for 11. I don't think there'll be a season 5 for 11. She's become way too expensive, and so has the rest of the cast as far as their new contracts. So if they do go with Stranger Things season 5, 11 might get killed off somewhere in this series. Dude, I would love to see 15 episodes, but I think by them making it an hour long and them keeping it at 10 is more than enough time to tell the story. It's just that when your writing is bad, it makes you need more time to tell the story. But the thing is that the way it's set up now, once the summer hit, you're going to be able to have power year round. Because after Kanan goes, then Tommy's show goes, then you got Tate's show, part 4, that's going to start. And when Tate shows up, and I think Tate is going to have the surprise show of all shows. Because they really hadn't talked too much about Tate, but I think they moved Tommy's show up because COVID knocked everything off key. So I think they're moving Tommy's show up now, and then Tate's show is going to come after that, which I felt they should have came with Tate's show like right after they came with Kanan. I think it was set up right because the Tate show would set up everything with Tommy. But if they do Tommy next, because we just seen Tommy, now you done forgot about Tate and everything from the end of Power. So you're going to have to probably get reintroduced back into Tate. Yeah, because they want to keep Ramona on there and Tate and have that battle of Ramona trying to take Tate down and get her revenge because he ruined her political career. And now that he's running New York, he's trying to just eviscerate anybody who was a threat to him. But he does it with a smile. And every time something happens negative for Tate and it looks like it's going to come crawling down, something good always happened for him. His brother, the cop, is going to be on there again. They're going to work again together on the show. But he got new enemies. All his is going to be political. And you're going to see a whole lot of movements for Tate. And Tate always going to land on his feet. And yes, Tate will be nailing a bunch of chicks in the office. They got that lined up. But some things that happened in the past, it's going to start to rear its ugly head when they start investigating the hitman and everything else and why this guy had Tate's number. And that case is going to come back around. And when that stuff start coming back around, things are going to start falling on Tate and making it look ugly. And Ramona's going to start to investigate Tate to try to find dirt on him, something to take him down out of office. And Tate just going to keep skating on by. So season 1 going to be pretty good. It's going to be pretty good and funny. It's a lot of comedy is going to be on there too. So it's going to be funny. The way they're telling the story, telling me how it's going to go, it's going to have a lot of comedy in it because Tate is actually entertaining and funny to people. So the way he just gets by smoothly. But naturally, at his core, Tate wants to do the right thing. Like, he wants to be the good guy. Oh, yeah, we're doing that today, LeVar, on the StreamYard. So let me get ready to get out of here. I'm going to holler at y'all later. Deuces. Deuces.